Non-FDA approved drugs like ivermectin have become a political debate. People sick and in the hospital with COVID are demanding to be treated by the drug. However, the FDA says that these drugs need to pass the first stage of trial by the FDA in order to be used. However, under this new bill, it would guarantee that doctors could use these non-FDA approved drugs under certain circumstances.
With over 30,000 people dying in our state, it is really time for us to take the bull by the horns, and do whatever we can to save the people of our state.
Republican Mary Whiteford represents Allegan County. She introduced a House bill to let doctors under extreme circumstances use non-FDA approved drugs to treat a patient's life. The drugs only need to clear the first stage of a trial by the FDA.
What the doctor says to the patient is, if you take this medication, these are the possible side effects. And do you feel comfortable with that?
She says under this bill, the patient would need to pay out of pocket for expenses.
There's no responsibility or mandate for a doctor or a hospital system to accept those treatments. There's no mandates at all.
I think that as a provider, I want to be able to be sure that I have done the best for my patient.
Dr. Nikay Shoinka is the medical director for the Ingham County Health Department. She says a similar practice already exists in the FDA called the Expanded Access Program. The patient and doctor ask the FDA to approve a drug they believe could help with a life-threatening illness. Then an entire board reviews it.
The difference here is that there's less oversight with what is done with right to try. And just because a drug has been deemed safe in an individual does not necessarily mean that it's safe in a particular situation, safe or that it will make a difference in a particular clinical condition.
Dr. Shoinka says she understands why this bill would let healthcare providers feel comfortable with offering non-FDA approved drugs because it offers them legal protections. But Mark Dotson, who is a professor at WMU Cooley Law School in Lansing, says this bill won't completely protect healthcare providers from a lawsuit.
You got potential claims brought by the person that took the drug, and then anyone that might be related to them in the event that they're seriously injured or die. It does not grant absolute immunity. It does not immediately protect the providers of these experimental services from tort liability, malpractice.
Dr. Shoinka says the ultimate decision comes down to a serious conversation between a healthcare provider and the patient.
It requires a very good conversation of patient with their provider, providing informed consent, providing all the information, weighing all the risks and the benefits before a decision is made.
This bill is on its way to the Senate for a vote. Here for you in Lansing, Samana Sheikh, 6 News.